This year's version of the Harlem Renaissance Revisited with a gospel flavor will take place April 22nd and 23rd. To tell us about the production by the Oscar Micheaux Family Theater is a member of the cast, a local song stylist, and producer, Leon Beal. Thank you very much for being with us, Leon.
Thank you for having me.
For our viewers who don't know very much about the story, tell us about the Harlem Renaissance. It's this mixture of music, literature, and art, and the Great Migration.
Yes, the play is to make people aware of the period called the Harlem Renaissance, where blacks did not have access to a lot of the mainstream media or the entertainment locations. So they started promoting themselves, many of whom left this country and went to France and Germany in an effort to follow their dreams. And it's, a lot of beautiful music, a lot of very talented people came out of that period.
And of course, the amazing thing here is that these are people who were ghettoized in one sense, and yet they were globally influential.
Very much so, very much so. Langston Hughes, for instance, Josephine Baker, these are people who left America and went to France and came back heroes, basically.
Now I learned about most of this long after I'd been going to high school or college. I mean, a lot of people just didn't get tuned into this, but you did get tuned in when you were growing up.
Fortunately, I had people in my family who were teachers and who encouraged us to learn about our history, okay? And Harlem Renaissance was a very important part of that.
Well, talk about the production, because this is, it's about music primarily, but it's also a lot about the literature.
It's literature, music, it's the camaraderie, just the growth of the community, the black community at that point. I'm very fortunate that Mr. Haywood from Beal invited me to be part of the cast this year, and I'm learning as I go as well, so it's going to be a wonderful play.
Talk about your role in this.
I'm playing a character called Steve Lucky. Steve Lucky is a numbers runner, but he has visions of being a lot more than that. So, that's part of the growth process, I would say.
Well, what about the music that you're going to, and because this is with a gospel flavor, but it isn't always strictly gospel.
No. There's one of the tunes that I'm doing is a Betsy Smith tune. And at the end, I'm also doing a gospel number. So there's going to be, the music is going to be all-inclusive.
Well, I want to bring up a little bit of a sample of one of your earlier performances, and tell us a little bit about this.
I believe this is a performance that I did at the hotel at 1200 Beacon Street. It was a showcase where we had several different vocalists perform, and this is my part.
Sometimes I don't show it, girl, just believe. We've been through hard times, but that was in another time and place. You talk about leaving me now, girl, that would be a damn mistake. How would I know?
Talk about how music has fit into your life, because, for most of your adult life, you had this day job you had to do.
Oh, yeah. Music has basically been my therapy. In high school, I went to a school where I was not going to be the best on the basketball team and football, so I looked around and the Glee Club had 35 women and no men. Yes, so I joined the Glee Club. And from the Glee Club, I met people who then brought me into a gospel choir, which I traveled with for 8 years after that. And after I left that, I fronted for a R&B band for about 6 years. Then I formed my own gospel group, and we used to perform at the House of Blues on a regular basis. Did that for 15 years. And just the evolution, now I'm at a situation where I'm performing as a solo artist, and I'm writing and arranging my own material and working with other people as well. So it's a growth process that I'm very grateful for. I'm glad that I've been gifted to do these things. And as I say, it's my mental health time.
Well, when people see it in public, it's entertainment. But when you're working on it, I mean, you've got a lot of work that you got to do.
Oh
make it
yeah,
look good.
music is inspirational. It's not like I can just sit down and write stuff. I have to be inspired to write it. There's something that will come over me, and a thought, whatever, and I will write that out based on music or the storyline. And as I say, I've been very fortunate in that.
Now, what about the rest of the people in the cast here? I mean, are they a lot like you? Sometimes they're juggling these different lives and making it come together?
Some people are still working, and some people are working in music, and others are not. But there's some very talented members, one of whom I believe is a opera singer. Another is just gospel, dead-up gospel singer, and it's like they're very talented folks within the cast.
What I also see here is contact between generations.
Yes, that's also something that I'm appreciating. I'm getting to meet some people that were not part of my circle who are educating me to some things as well. So yeah, it's a good thing.
So talk about the performances. This is going to be the 22nd and 23rd of April coming up?
Yes, looking forward to it. We're working hard trying to get it together. It is also, yes, as you said, it's the 22nd and the 23rd of April.
And this is going to be at the Blackstone Community Center?
Community Center, yes.
In the South End?
Yes.
And if people like some more information about things like the details, like the times and so on, and how to get tickets, is there a place they can go check that out?
Yes, I believe there's a website, there's a Facebook page as well, and they can go on there, or you can contact me, Leon Beal, at leonbeal@gmail.com. I will respond to any requests. I also have a web page, leonbealjr.com. And just reach out.
Right. Well, thank you very much for being with us. Leon Beal from the Harlem Renaissance Revisited with a gospel flavor.